Rupert and the Noisy Firework. It's bonfire night. The chums all plan to build the biggest blaze they can. What fireworks do you think they'll be? Some noisy ones, cries Bill with glee. The old professor's there to show where all the sticks they've found should go. That evening Bill and Rupert run to join the others in the fun. The bonfire blazes, rockets fly, and showers of bright stars fill the sky. Look, Rupert hears his pal Bill yell, "A noisy rocket, I can tell." The rocket shoots up overhead, then changes color, blue to red. It ends up with a bang so loud, it deafens the astonished crowd. My fault, the old professor beams, I overdid the noise, it seems. As everyone is homeward bound, the pals hear a strange, rustling sound. It's Horace Hedgehog, wide awake, the noise those dreadful fireworks make. I meant to hibernate, but how can folks sleep with that awful row? Oh dear, says Bill, I'd no idea that creatures underground could hear. The pals apologize, and then the hedgehog disappears again. Next morning Rupert's chums call by. We're off to play football, they cry. The professor explains that they must play their game further away. Goal, Willie cries, but then instead the ball sails over Rupert's head. As Rupert gets the ball, he blinks. A daffodil, how odd, he thinks. More daffodils, but why and how? They grow in early spring, not now. I'll take a bunch back home to show my parents. Perhaps they might know. What lovely daffodils! But where did you find them? Gasps Mrs. Bear. The flowers leave Mr. Bear amazed. Perhaps some the professor's raised. Next morning Rupert hurries out to see if more flowers are about. Yes, tulips too. More over there. There seem to be bulbs everywhere. A trail. It leads towards that tree, thinks Rupert, looking carefully. But then he hears a crying sound. It's one of Nutwood's imps he's found. The imp jumps up and runs away. Wait, Rupert calls, I'll help you. Stay. I thought spring was your time of year. It is, but I've been stranded here. The imp was sleeping underground when suddenly he heard a sound. I didn't know what it could be, so dressed and came outside to see. The colored lights I saw were so enchanting that I couldn't go. At last I hurried home once more, but found a wind had shut the door. I can't undo the hidden lock, and nobody will hear us knock. Well, it's far too cold for you to stay out here. Come back with me, this way. Poor thing, says Mrs. Bear, eat these, and stay for as long as you please. They put the imp to bed. Good night. We'll talk tomorrow when it's light. Next morning Rupert says that he knows someone they should go and see. The imp thanks Mrs. Bear, then they set off together straight away. It's Horace. He'll know what to do. He hibernates in winter too. The hedgehog's fast asleep as well. I hope that he can hear the bell. The door swings open slowly then. Horace groans, "No, not you again." "I'm sorry," Rupert says, "but we need your help. It's an emergency." As soon as Horace hears what's wrong, he says he'll help. It won't take long. He sets off down a corridor the imp has never seen before. It leads out to a path I share with elves and imps, he tells the pair. That's marvelous, the lost imp cries. This tunnel's one I recognize. Look, there's a sign, he cries with glee. This way, Rupert, just follow me. Another sign, the imp's HQ. We have to go through this door too. Quiet now, the imp warns, not a peep. The others should be fast asleep. Thank goodness no one saw me go. Now nobody need ever know. The imp yawns as he dons his cap. Now I'll resume my winter's nap. He thanks Rupert and then declares the way home's up that flight of stairs. The winding staircase seems to stop abruptly as he nears the top. Then opening a little door, he finds himself outside once more. Nearby stands Bill and Ottiline. They've no idea where Rupert's been. What lovely blooms, Ottiline cries. The last till spring, Rupert replies.